Welcome to the vlog. My legs must be a little tired today. I went out for an interval session and whew, that was weak. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go out to do intervals on my way to work. So I'll give it about 3 or 4 miles to warm up, and I'll do a set of 3, give it a rest, give it another 3 sprints, give it a rest, and then I'll do my final 3. Well, today I did my first 3 and just destroyed my legs. I must still be recovering from my race on Saturday. I did the Tour de Mesa. Go check it out if you haven't seen it already. So on Saturday, April 1st, I did the Tour de Mesa. It's a 60-mile race, pretty much around the entire perimeter of the town of Mesa here in the Phoenix Valley. But I mean, it was a pretty hard race. I found a really good group and ended up averaging 22 miles per hour for the entire race. So I finished in 2 hours and 45 minutes, which was really awesome. I was really happy with that. I was shooting for under 3 hours, so I was real happy with that result. But it must have been like a lot of big hitters out, because of the 900 cyclists that participated, I finished about 150th. So it's the top 20%. But I was extremely surprised at, you know, how poorly I placed given the time I got. So I mean, I was really excited for my time, but I was surprised at how many people finished ahead of us. So I mean, that's definitely a good thing. I'm glad it's a hard race. I'm glad a lot of people are out there, because I'd gotten a little bit of Facebook feedback that not a lot of people had signed up. So compared to last year, I think close to 1,000 people signed up, whereas this year it was under 900. So close to 150 to 200 people, you know, fewer this year, which isn't great, but man, it was a fast one, that's for sure. But yeah, so from that long race, you know, I think my legs are definitely still feeling it. So the race was on Saturday, and on Sunday I pretty much took it as a day off. I really didn't do much. But in hindsight, I probably should have put a few miles on my legs just to kind of wake them up. So I'm supposed to do 9 sprints, and today I think I did the first 3, then I did 2, and then I was only able to do 1. So I felt pretty weak, and I didn't even get my top speed that high. So I shoot for over 33 miles per hour is like the top speed on kind of any one of the 3 sets, and I only got to 22. So I mean, it was fairly close, but you know, given that I didn't get my top speed that I wanted, and then I wasn't even able to complete all my sprints, that was pretty lame. So I think I've got to listen to my body and just take the next couple days and just kind of spin the legs. I'm not really going to do any training. Tomorrow's supposed to be a kind of a race pace effort. But I've got a race on Sunday morning at South Mountain, so I don't want to kill my legs for that. So I think we'll take a couple days to rest, and then I might do like another half sprint interval day, and then on Friday will be Friday and Saturday will just be really long zone 2, you know, efforts, just to keep the legs warm, but just to keep them moving. But I need to listen to my legs and do a little bit of recovery. Because most of my training is done on the commute to work, and I don't really have a lot of other time at home to like get on a trainer, for example, or to make the ride after work a little bit longer, I end up having to do just really high intense workouts. So let's say I ride 6 days a week, so Monday through Friday, I'll do 2 of those days will be all sprint interval days, and then the other 3 days will be race pace efforts, so really hard intense efforts. And then that'll be like in the morning, and then on the way home It's pretty much when I make these videos, but you know, I just give it a real kind of lazy cruise home. But you know, that's really not a lot of recovery miles, so you know, I'd like to do more. And then on the Saturdays is where I'll do probably like a 2 to 3 hour ride, so somewhere around 50 miles. And you know, I'll be able to get a proper warm-up, 30-45 minutes, give it a really long hard effort. Maybe you do like maybe like 2 to 3 minute kind of full out efforts rather than sprint like full intensity. And then you know, an opportunity to get some climbing in, so I don't get to do any climbing during the week. So it keeps the training a little bit different. But of those miles, you know, so I'm getting about 8-9 hours of training. You know, only 3 of those hours are recovery riding. Everything else is full out intense efforts. So I've been thinking in different ways on how to get more recovery miles in the legs, because recovery sitting off the bike to me doesn't really work as well. I recover best when I'm able to get those really low intense efforts out. So I don't know, I got to keep thinking the recovery routine. So in April, I'm only going to be able to do the run race. That's on this Sunday on the 9th. I was supposed to do one on the 8th, but it ended up being canceled. It was the ASU crit. I was excited for that one. I thought that one would be a really intense one right next to the college, but ended up being canceled. So I think after this week, I'm going to take some time and I'm not going to do any hard training. It's just going to be all recovery rides. So take like an entire week of just, you know, all my commuting, and even on the weekend, just going to be really easy miles, just to kind of let my body heal. I think it really needs that long-term rest. I've pretty much been going hard for 6 weeks now. Yeah, I think about 6 weeks. So I think it's definitely time for a break. But every once in a while, you just have to listen to your body. Take the rest when you need it. Enjoy the weather when you got it. Most of all, have fun. Woo! Hope you enjoyed the ride. Be safe.